Um, I just end the live. Just got off the live before. Sometimes topics just come to me, even while I'm talking. So I just want to separate that um, and talk about this. You know what I mean? I started talking about it, but I need to go more into depth. So as y'all come in, please do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, and if you like what you hearing, please, by any means, subscribe to the channel. It does help me tremendously. Um, I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate you for that. And share it. Let everybody know. Let everybody know what we talking about, right? So once again, the topic just came to me out of nowhere. Sometimes I be feeling like God speaking to me, and I don't know who need to hear this, but maybe somebody do. Talking about that generational trauma / pain. Um, a lot of times, we don't give ourselves the chance nor the opportunity to just sit in that. What's going down? What's going down? A lot of times we don't give ourselves the chance or opportunity to sit in that generational pain and trauma, as I was stating before. Appreciate y'all stopping in. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Thank you. Thank you. What's going down? We don't give ourselves a chance because I'ma just tell my story about it and how I discovered that's what was going on with myself, right? So as I was getting older, going through this thing called life, I started to notice that I was not paying attention to a lot of things. What's going down? I started to notice that I wasn't paying attention to a lot of things. And that was that generational pain that I've been neglecting all this time. All this time, all the generational trauma pain. And then it just hit me all at once, right? When stuff hits you all at once, it's like what to do with it. You don't know what way to go, what direct. You know, you don't know. You know what I mean? Especially being a young man, because I was shielding all the stuff that I was going through in that moment by doing other things that didn't have nothing to do with it. That was my way of avoiding the pain, the trauma that I was going through in this thing called life. So with that being said, a lot of us do that. A lot of us don't get ourselves time to sit in that. Please sit in that. If you're experiencing that moment right now, tomorrow, anytime, sit in that. Shout out to Jet South Coast Adventures. Appreciate the love. Appreciate it. So give yourself time to sit in that generational pain and trauma. What's going down, Forrest, my guy? I've been looking for you, Forrest. What's going down? Give yourself time to sit in that pain, that trauma, because you don't want it to all hit you at once and then be left not knowing what direction to go into. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we go through this thing called life and be feeling like we by ourselves. Nobody's here to listen. I don't have nobody to talk to. You got to talk to yourself. You got to be able to sit in by yourself with yourself. I appreciate you stopping by for us, for real. Man, I hope I didn't wake you. Hope I didn't wake you for us. I appreciate you stopping by, man. But give yourself time to sit in that pain, y'all. Don't neglect it, because it's like a ticking time bomb. It's like eventually not everybody come out on the other side. Not everybody come out on the other side. You know what I mean? Not everybody forcing it. You know, so sit in whatever you going through. Stop neglecting it. Don't avoid it, especially when you in your early 20s, 18, 19, you by yourself, you on your own, and you going through life. I was there. I know. I know. It just came with my life. I know all about it. And you get hit with all that, and it's like, where to go? I got so much. I got responsibility here. I got responsibility there. I don't know what to do. This is why I say. This is why I say it's important for us to slow down. This is why I've been saying this for the longest. Forrest been here for a long time. Forrest can say, I don't know how long y'all been in here. But Forrest can say, I've been saying this for long. You gotta slow down. Appreciate it, Forrest. You have to give yourself time to slow down. You cannot just neglect things you already know, bro. That understanding, that pain, that trauma, it has to be addressed, bro. It has to be addressed. Because you just a ticking time bomb. And it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. You're gonna go through it. Bro, I say it all the time. I wish I had somebody that was there. I use key aspects of your life that keeps you going, right? My baby girl, my firstborn, she's the one that kept me going, blocking out everything else. Whatever you got good in your life, hold on to that. Hold on, my baby coming. Hold on. My bad. I got kids. I told y'all. But hold on to whatever you have going on that's good, because that's what's going to keep motivating you to get up and keep going, bro. I don't care how small, big it may be to others, bro. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about other people. Stop worrying about other people. We got to get out of that. Use that as your motivation. You know what I mean? Use that as your motivation. Because that pain is real. Neglecting that pain is very real. Very, very real. That trauma hits different. I don't know what's up with Drake. Drake do whatever he do. Neglecting those things hit different. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Time and time again, those type of things destroy people. Time and time again. Neglecting things we shouldn't neglect because we just moving. We just moving. Yeah, that is wild for us. You ain't lying. We just moving. We ain't giving ourselves time to do nothing for us. And then when you try to do something for you, you always gonna have somebody to tell you doing something wrong. Understand that. It's gonna be somebody that's gonna be telling you, instead of you doing this, you should be doing that. Why you doing this? You should be doing that. You always gonna have that person. I don't know what you should do. I don't know about that. No. You always gonna have that person though. Yeah, that's a fact, Forrest. You always gonna have somebody telling you you doing something wrong, telling you you ain't got time to slow down. You got to keep on moving. Yeah, but if I keep on moving, I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling something in me ain't right. Why I gotta neglect me? Because you want to see me keep moving. That's like a parent that's on their kids constantly telling them to do this, do that, do that, do this, do this, do this, do. I don't do that with my children. I don't do that. I don't punch. I tell them, look, this is what you need to do in order for you to be successful in life. You need to do this, add that, right? I don't push it on them. I remind them. It's a continuous reminder that, hey, don't forget that. That's like when they come home. My children, I've been doing this since they were small, and I will encourage anybody who don't have children to do this. When your kids go to school, right, and they come home, the first thing you should do, if you walk or eat, even if they coming in the door from the bus, or even if you walking them from school to the house, how was your day? Make them think about how their day went. Make them develop these things. Even to this day, my daughter's in high school. She'll be grown in like what, 4 years or something like that, 5 years. She still do this. She's still comfortable enough to have conversations with me, right? We gotta keep on doing these things, right? So that's another thing why I say repeating things is very important, because repeating things it forces somebody, whether they want to accept it or not, to accept it. If I keep on hearing it, I'm gonna eventually do these things that, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, developing these things. And then by the time they look up, they did everything. Now it's like, oh, wait, hold on. That's like watching a bad TV show that you know you didn't like at first, but this is the only thing you turn on. You've been watching, you know, you felt like you didn't like it at first, and then you end up liking it. Because you've been just turn on and go to sleep. You know what I mean? But now this thing then became a thing that you turn on to go to sleep. And now at some point you catch yourself looking at the thing that's putting you to sleep that you say, I did not like. You know what I mean? It's like a bad TV show or a bad whatever. You know what I mean? It's like that. If you hear something, if you see something repeatedly, you're going to eventually accept those things. That's what this thing called life. And like I said, man, just block out the noise, sit in that pain, that trauma, man. That pain and that trauma. Block out the naysayers. Keep moving. Keep moving. You know what I mean? This life is nothing but a roller coaster. This life, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's not easy. You know what I mean? By far, it's not easy. We make mistakes. We're human. As long as they're not critical mistakes, we're going to be okay. Right? But don't neglect that trauma, that pain. Don't neglect those things. Sit in that. Find understanding. Seek understanding, man. I'm telling you, the people who've been through some ish will tell you that, listen, I gave myself time to sit in whatever I needed to sit in, whether I wanted to or not. And guess what? Once I embraced it, once I sat down and embraced what was going on, my life changed me for the rest of everything in my life changed. All the things that I thought was wrong changed because I gave myself time. I sat in that trauma. I sat in that pain, and I tried to figure out, how do I get past this thing? Because no matter what, nothing in this life lasts forever. We know that. Nothing, even a bad situation don't last forever. It might seem like it's been lasting forever, but it doesn't. Trust me. I've been homeless, all types of stuff. Yeah, at a young age. Did not last forever. It felt like it. It feels like it, especially when you ain't got nobody you by yourself, you dolo, you solo dolo, baby. You gonna feel that way. That's why I say, man, I got down on my knees and prayed to God every day, and I still talk to God. I vowed to talk to God. I said, God, get me through whatever this is. Whatever I'm going through right now, please get me through it. Get me through this. And guess what? I'm going to forever talk, and I'm going to keep talking, and I'm going to keep telling people the same thing. I'm not a problem solver. I could tell you how I got through something, and hopefully and pray to God that you're able to utilize those things to get through a little bit of what you're going through to get through. But the best advice I could tell anybody is to go to God first. Go to God first, and then you seek out other people, other opinions. Go to God first. Start listening to the things you already know. Slow down. Sit in that generational pain and trauma that you've been going through. Acknowledge the fact that you got a problem. You've been going through some shit. And yes, it feels like this shit been lasting forever. Yes, I feel like I'm alone. But nothing lasts forever. It just feels that way because you're in it. You're in it. When you start accepting what's going on, that's when you start to move on. That's when you start to move on. And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna feel like it lasts forever. But once you accept it, once you allow yourself to slow down and sit in that understanding that, listen, I can't change this. I'm going through this, no matter what it is, whether you lose somebody in your life, whether you're going through something in your life, you have to be able to give yourself time to slow down, sit in it, think about it, pray to God, most importantly. Don't neglect it or avoid it, because that same bad feeling that you've been having X, Y, and Z amount of months or years is never going to go away until you do that. That's the first step. Let me slow down. Let me slow down. Life throws us curveballs, bro. That's a fact. Life throws us all types of curveballs. Some of the best people get it the worst. Go to God. You know what makes me happy? That I'm starting to see more brothers starting to talk about God more. Now, you're going to start seeing that more too. That's a fact. Because we can't move nothing. None of the world don't rotate without God. Somebody told you that, they lying. This earth, nothing around you, your whole entire existence is not real if it wasn't for the man upstairs. So how you gonna neglect God? How you think you gonna go through life and neglect him or her, whatever you may believe, neglect God, right? And still be successful in this thing called life, or be able to get through life? You can't. Go. Slow down. Sit in that trauma, that pain, whatever you've been avoiding. Allow yourself to feel that shit. Allow yourself to feel that shit. Go to God, right? Start listening to the things you already know. This is the key to life. The key to life is understand. I say it all the time. The key to life is understanding. And how do you get that understanding? By listening. You listen to get understanding. And that's the key to this thing called life. It's that simple, but the problem is we don't acknowledge those things because we don't have time. Everybody, the whole thing about this thing called life that we hear oh so often is that we don't have enough time. I just got done saying I'm just trying to find time to do this. Yes, this is you're never going to, if you, even for myself, I'm aware of this. So I'm talking to myself as I talk to y'all who listen. You aware of this. You say you don't got time, make time. Because if you don't make that time that you need for self, it's not going to end up right. Reality. It's not. It's not. And I'm going to tell my kids this. And God willing, when my kids grow up and they have something going on for their family, I'm going to tell them that if they're willing to listen. Slow down, bro. That's the problem with anybody in the trenches or whatever. You just haven't slowed down, have you? You ain't gave yourself time to do nothing that's normal. All you know is waking up, getting on the block, doing the same thing, go because you ain't gave yourself time, brother. You can't keep hollering for a change and say, well, I'll keep, well, Derek, this is the crazy part, and I tell people this too. Derek, you keep saying, pray to God, change gonna happen. We all felt that. Ain't nothing happened. You know why it didn't happen? Because you didn't take 1 foot forward and then the other foot forward. You didn't start walking, brother. You didn't start crawling, rather. You didn't start doing nothing. You just prayed and think it's gonna drop in your lap. And it's not. That's not how this thing called life work. At the tender age of 33, I thank God for that understanding. Because I started listening. I tell people this all the time. The problem is you just don't listen. You know this. I know this. I know what's wrong with me. I know what's going on with me. The problem is I'm still in the shit because I haven't acknowledged it. I haven't listened to the things that I already knew. How we gonna go through this thing called life? God literally give us everything that, listen, God give us everything that we need. I promise to y'all, won't lie to y'all. If you want to listen, you listen. Don't. But I'm telling you, bro, this is real life. You can't do nothing without God, bro. He gave you everything. You in a bad situation. You just can't pray yourself out that situation. You got to apply yourself to stuff and watch it happen. It's going to be like butter, baby. But you talking about I'm praying every day, ain't nothing happening, and crying and whining, ain't nothing happening because you ain't did shit, bro. Or sis. That's why nothing happened. You ain't did nothing. You just prayed and thought it was gonna magically appear. And that's not how this thing called life works. It's not, bro. It's not. It's not. It's not. I'm just keeping it a bean with y'all. 100 with y'all. Whatever y'all want to call it. That's it, bro. That's it. That's it. And I love when people figure it out. Because it ain't no age. It's not an age on this thing called life to figure shit out. We learn stuff new every day. We just don't wake up and know every dang thing. No, it don't work out like that. You would never know everything. You would never know everything. Never. Hello, I don't care how smart you think you is. What's going down? Positive vibes only, you already know. I don't care how smart you think you is, you will never know everything. Every day, that's a fact. That's a fact. We learn every day. And yes, we adults, we be stuck in some ways, right? I like routine shit sometimes. Like, I like my routine. And if somebody break my routine, I don't be mad because I know how to adapt. But some people be mad. I understand. Hey, I like what I like. You know what I mean? But you don't know everything, bro. You don't know everything, sir. Slow your behind down and get this game. We don't know everything. You never too old to learn that, hey, man, I just don't know, bro. And I love it. Like I was about to say, I love it when somebody finally find out all I had to do was just listen. And then motherfuckers be like, well, Derek, what are you talking about? Listen to what, bro? My mama call it the birdie. I want to write a book about it. My mama call it the birdie, the little birdie. Okay? Your consciousness. That's God speaking through you, bro. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? That's God, bro. That's God, bro. I can't tell you how many times my mom used to tell me, and still to this day, she tell me, more so the older story, she used to tell me how she listened to that little birdie of hers, and every time she listened, it came out on the opposite end. The right situation came out of that. So, I used to think my mom was tripping. I ain't gonna lie and tell her that. Mom, if you watching this, I used to think you was tripping. I love you. You know how I am. But it's a fact, right? That little birdie. You know what I mean? That little birdie is telling you everything. That's what I'm talking about, your consciousness. That voice that tells you don't do it, don't do it. I know a lot of people like, well, anytime I hear that voice, I don't do it. Yeah, you do it sometime, because I know you did it sometime. Because there's a lot of times you ain't been in some ish you didn't want to be into. That's because you didn't listen to that birdie. Yeah. But that's the key. That's the understanding that God gave us. That's where, when I say that God gave us everything that we need. God gave us, we just don't listen. That's the voice, that's the thing that we don't listen to. He literally gave us everything. We just don't listen. You know what I mean? We just don't listen. A lot of us neglect our own destiny. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Y'all want to talk about it? Let's get another like. We'll talk about it. A lot of us neglect our own destiny. Let's talk about it. I ain't got nobody here, so I got to keep talking like I'm talking to somebody. So I'm doing this on purpose, just to let somebody know. Derek, what you mean? What you mean a lot of us neglect our own destiny? Once again, you don't listen. You want things that's just not for you. You know it's not for you, but you want it so bad because everybody else think it's cool. Everybody doing it, right? Listen, sometimes we gotta go a different route to get to that thing that we've been wanting so bad. It's not necessarily meaning that it wasn't for you particularly. It just meant that you just got to go a different route to get there. And sometimes when you take that different route to get there, you might bump into some shit like, oh, wait, hold on. This is way better than that. Well, you know what I mean? This is way better than that. Let me go ahead and stick to this route, you know? And that's the thing with life, bro. Like, you never know. You never know, man. I love this shit. Who would have thought that I would be on here talking to my phone and to people that I don't even know? The power. And the crazy part is, it's kind of leading back to the thing that I said I wanted to do. I'm going to write it in the book to y'all. I think I shared it one time a while back. Well, I'm putting it in this book that I'm writing. Listen, this life is crazy. Sometimes we just be neglecting our destiny because we want something else so bad, but we be knowing where we need to go. Don't neglect it, bro. You know this already. That's what's been on your mind this whole time. That's what's been bothering you this whole time, bro. Is that you just neglecting what you already knew. Listen how life works. I just want y'all to get this because it's crazy, because no matter how many times I come on here and say this, it's gonna take a long time for some of us to get it. And I'm gonna keep saying it. And you might get tired of me keep saying it, but I don't care because I love you. Yeah, I love you. It's crazy, right? You don't even know me. You know, I'm looking at you. You probably scared to look at your phone like, you love me. What's this dude telling me? No, I love you. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be telling you this. I'm not monetized. I don't come on here I don't follow trends. Don't do that. So I'm telling you this because I love you and I don't even know you. Bro, it's crazy how somebody can hear. It's crazy how we be knowing stuff, bro. And we just don't pay attention to it. just crazy. And how easy our life will go if we just listen. You hear me? How easy life will go. How smoothly life will go if we just listen. But it's going to take a long time for some of us to listen. That's why I'm going to keep saying it. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And then, people will think you crazy, bro. People will look at you and say you crazy because you don't act the same, or you got a smile on your face, or it's just something different about you. You don't got the same energy that they used to being around. They'll think you crazy, bro. They'll try to tear you down. Whether they say it to your face or say it behind your back, they saying something crazy about you. Because your energy is different, because you don't acknowledge what you used to acknowledge. You don't accept what you used to accept. And that's crazy as hell in itself. That people is like that, bro. Because they haven't figured it out. And then you tell them how you figured it out, bro. And they look at you like you out your motherfucking mind. Like, listen to what? Oh, man, oh, man. This thing called life is crazy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I be sometimes my mama told me, sometimes you gotta laugh from crying. But it's crazy, bro. How beautiful. Like, I really got peace. Like, and I want this for y'all. I'm not perfect. I still be mad, but I got peace with knowing who I am. That's where it started. It started with self, not giving a fuck about. You know what's crazy? I don't care how many people say this, but bro, I was watching something, and we all go into comment sections when we watch videos. Any video, I don't care if you're on Instagram, Snapchat, you watching the video, you enjoying, you go into the comment section. And you see a couple of comments and be like, and I ain't gonna say no names, and be like, dang, bro, you mad at this sis or brother because they doing something outside of your understanding? So it's different to you. So now they're weird. My bad. They're weird. I'll be right. I don't know. We back on. Hold on, y'all. Are we back? We back? I had to refreshing it. Hold on, I should have put my phone on. Yeah, I should have put it on Do Not Disturb. Hold on, I had to check. But anyway, hold on. Am I alive? Can y'all hear me? All right. But yeah. Anyways, they're weird. They're this. They're that because it's outside of your understanding. It's crazy. Because they don't have the same energy that you so used to, that you want to hold on to, because you don't got that understanding. And then when they try to give it to you, you look at them like they saying something wrong, like they ain't been abducted by aliens or some shit. Bro, it's nothing wrong with me, bro. I just get it now. I'm just a happier person. I know who I am. And people really be thinking something wrong with you because you know who you is. They want to make up all types of narratives on you because you know who you is and you comfortable in your skin. And they're not there yet, and it's okay. But don't try to knock somebody else down because they is. That drama. I mean, that trauma. That's that pain. We got to stop holding on to this stuff, y'all. You know what I mean? We got to stop. We got to stop holding on to all the trauma and pain because it's never going to get us nowhere. We're going to be stuck in the same spot. The same spot. It's going to be a repeated cycle over and over. I'm not getting nowhere. How do this person do this? How do that person do that? It's because you are repeating the same trauma over and over again. And the crazy part is those people who stay in that for a long time be projecting or trying to project those things onto others, especially ones they don't know. Hashtag the comment section. Because they're going through something. But I'm here to tell anybody who's going through something, anybody who just discovered this channel, man, I mean what I say. I mean what I say. I'm going to say this once. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again and again and again. I'm not the most loudest person in the room. If you see me, I'm very, very quiet, off to myself. I don't look for attention. Attention finds me. I embrace people. I talk to people. I hear conversations that probably a lot of people don't hear because I'm willing to listen. Because I understand that we are all human. That's all I'm saying. And it's okay to not be okay. Okay? It's okay to not be okay. It's okay. I'm here, bro. I'm here, bro. I know it's like, bro, I don't know you, like how you hear this and that, bro. Listen, like I said, bro, all it takes is for somebody to listen to us. All it takes is for someone to take time out their day to listen. It doesn't matter if it was 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, minutes, whatever you want to call it. The problem is that we don't listen. That's it. Y'all gonna get it. Those who don't know that and don't get it now, you're gonna get it because I'm gonna keep coming on here repeating it. And to be honest with you, if you don't want to hear me repeat it, just unsubscribe from my channel. Because I don't speak to those who not willing to listen. I speak to those who are ready to listen, bro. I don't know everything. I can't tell you nothing I don't know. What I can tell you is to listen and go to God. That's my whole purpose of being on here, and to tear down these false narratives, bro. That's it. And whatever come with this, if people want to rock with me, if people want to support me, that's what it's going to be, bro. That's what it's gonna be, y'all. You know what I mean? Who wanna listen, gonna listen. The people that's willing to listen is going to listen. Those who's not, they're just not. And if you not, just unsubscribe, bro. Don't support me. I don't need your support, bro. Does this help me? Yes. I'm gonna be 100. Being on this platform, watching me talk helps me be monetized one day. Not there yet, not even close, to be honest with y'all. Got the subscribers, but I don't have the watch time, so I'm not even close. I don't do this for that. I've been on this platform for years doing the same thing. I went from music reviews to blogs to this reaction to podcasting because I love to talk to those who's willing to listen. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all, bro. I know a lot of people don't even got this many subscribers, and I don't even, bro. I promise you, I just do shit. Like, I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I know this because this is part of what and it's gonna be in my book that I'm writing, and hopefully, you know, one day I'll be able to get it together to put it out to y'all. I know this is the direction that I knew that I said I wanted to go, and it just took me a different route. And I'm going toward that direction. You know what I mean? I don't fabricate anything, bro. I'm not looking for. Listen, my whole purpose of doing this thing is to show y'all from step one all the way up, and that you can accomplish anything in life by just being a good person and keep putting in that work. Keep putting in that work, bro. And people are willing to support you. See, everybody, the right people. See, I don't have the wrong. Listen, I don't have the wrong people supporting me. I have the right people. You all that's willing to listen, that come on my videos and listen and comment and like, or even if you just afraid to comment because you're on a private page or whatever the case is, you don't want me to know or whatever, you just probably just don't want people to know, and I respect that. But just for you to even take the time out to listen to me, bro, I'm extremely grateful, bro. This is not about numbers thing. Never been about that to me, y'all. It's never been that. I'm gonna tell you why I started doing it. It's a lot to this whole thing, bro. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, bro, my whole thing is just to tell, you know, I'm here, bro. I'm genuinely, I can't give you funds, but I can give you an ear, bro. You know what I mean? If you going through some shit, bro, talk to me, bro. I won't expose you. I don't do none of that, bro. I don't expose nothing. Once again, I just want to make this clear, is that I've been talked to Snoop. Knew he was going to contact with me. Only reason why I made the video is to motivate people that you can make things happen by being a good person. And he just made me motivated even more. That's why I've been supporting that, bro. I grew up listening to his music. He ain't no bad person, bro. He a good person. And I see people attacking that man all the time, and all this man do is keep a smile on his face. I've been saying it. You know what I mean? Because people are afraid to know that just a person is just comfortable. At some point, you're going to get comfortable in your own skin, but I want you to get there now. You know what I mean? Because not everybody have that able to get there, because not everybody fortunate to have somebody to tell them, accept this, or do this, go this route. That's all I try to do is direct. And I don't never try to do anything to sway no one in his life to go in a direction that I wouldn't go into. You know what I mean? It's just that we get so caught up with this internet thing and life in general that we forget who we are as people, because we following trends and things in that nature, bro. Like my daughter just told me something crazy, like, oh, it's a new trend at school, fatigue or whatever like that. It's stuff like that. Not nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But you see what I'm saying? It just it's just life. That's life now. You know, and I understand that's cool to a certain degree, but that's my whole thing about just coming on here just saying, bro, like, listen, I'm human, bro. I'm human, bro. If you see me in public, say what's up, talk to me, bro. I'm not the most I'm telling you, I'm not the loudest person, bro. Like I'm not. I'm just human, bro. I don't know how to explain it to people. Like I'm not infatuated with certain things. Don't just. I be excited, but it just don't. You know, I don't know how to explain it. I just don't. You know, because I understand that we all human. Everything, bro. Everything. If somebody, I just had somebody asked me, am I famous or something crazy? I was like, bro, come on. I started laughing because I got like these, like 2,000 subscribers don't make nobody famous. And even if I was famous, bro, what is that to me? Like, what is being famous, bro? The famous person is human just like you and I. They just got a little bit more than you and I have, bro. And they want people to understand that, bro. People don't like people falling out, passing out, acting weird and all. Like, bro, come on. Show me love, smile, dap me up, what's going down, you know, whatever like that. But all that extra stuff, bro, people be looking at people like they crazy, bro. Like, bro, you could do the same thing that I'm doing, bro. They love it, they embrace it, but it's a little weird. Like it's a little weird. It's a little weird, y'all. Like, not saying don't embrace them and support, but you know what I mean? It's like, bro, I'm human, bro. I'm human, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I make mistakes, I do this. It's nothing. I'm inspiring people. That's all this thing called life is about, bro. That's what I want to do, bro. That's why I say, bro, I love bro, it's hard for people to believe this shit. It's crazy, but I genuinely care about everybody, bro. I don't have to know you, bro. That don't make me a square because I don't play like that for real, for real. I don't get down like that for real. I'm not the toughest man in the world, but I don't play neither. You know what I mean? Like, those who know me for real know. I'm cool. They're cool. But don't get to tweaking for real, for real. I'm a big dude now. You know, I used to be a skinny mini. It's a little different now. Not saying size mean anything once again, but you never know sometimes. Kind of be thinking about it a little bit, you know what I mean? So it's just crazy, bro. And then the crazy part is listen, y'all, like we got so much similarity within each other, bro. It's like funny how we all are related in a sense. In a sense of our similarities of each other, like, because we are human, right? Somebody else would love to convince a person that they not like, they don't have some type of aspect that's similar to a person. Now, if you just a loco moco, then that's a little different, you know what I mean? But, and when I say that, I mean just a crash out. That's what I mean. Everybody ain't crash outs, but we got so much similarity to one another. It's crazy how we hate one another. It's crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to believe that somebody care about us. It's crazy. This is the type of world we live in. It's crazy. It just blows my mind. I thank God that I have understanding and that I'm able to give this to people. Bro, we the same, bro. We the same, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I don't mean to be, bro, we the same, bro. I love you. That's what it is. I want you to win. I want you to succeed in this thing called life. You know what I mean? That's what it is, bro. You know, We all human at the end of the day, bro. You know, that's why I want this thing. I want this YouTube thing, podcast thing to work out because I want y'all to see this, right? I want y'all to see this, right? Whether it's YouTube, like I said, I write music, I write movies. I got a whole movie that I want to write that I got in my head. That's I know for a fact. Tyler Perry or somebody holla at me. That I know for a fact gonna be a raw movie. But and it's deep. You know what I mean? It's deep. It's a deep movie. You know, I like writing movies. I like doing all types of books, all types of stuff. I got different ideas. I invented something that I'm gonna put out one day. All kind of stuff. But bro, it's just that we all human, bro, and it's like, bro, we ain't no different from each other, man. You know what I mean? And we just need to show that. You know, we need to show that. We need to feel that and have that understanding, bro. Like I promise y'all, and this for anybody, but for like really going toward my people. We got better times coming, bro. Our ancestors went through the shit that we didn't have to go through for a reason, bro. They didn't go through everything they went through for us to hurt each other. Did we have people? Did we have people that looked like us that wanted to be crash outs? Yeah, for sure. We had people that was crash outs. We had people that wanted to hurt each other. Then somebody looked like them then, but they didn't fight for that, bro. They didn't go through all that for that, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what I want us to understand, bro. It's not that we incompetent. Like, we got to stop everybody the same, bro. There ain't no black and white, all that colors and green, yellow, purple, green, black, whatever color you want to put on, bro. At the end of the day, we all human. We all the same. That's my whole goal. That's my whole thing about this thing for us to understand. You know what I mean? And listen, anybody want to talk to me, it's easily to contact me. All you got to do is hit my DM. So Derek on IG, Facebook, anything, but preferably IG. If you want to contact me, I will get back to you as soon as possible. I don't care. And we can talk, bro. I don't care what your status is. I don't care. Like, bro, I'm not no weirdo. I'm not looking to, like, bro, listen, we human, bro, and we need somebody to talk to sometimes, or that's it, bro. That's all it is, bro, and I'm willing to listen because I know we don't have that. You know what I mean? But listen, I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to end this live, and I do this all the time this way when I'm done. So no matter where y'all may see me in the future, I don't care if it's a different platform outside of this one, I'm always forever be on this platform because this is where it started. You know what I mean? No matter where God take me with this thing called life, you know, whether it's on TV or what, I'm still going to always say this. I'm still in interview, anything. I'm always going to say this, y'all. But if nobody told y'all today, I'm going to be the first one to tell y'all is that I love y'all and I mean it for real, for real. Y'all have a nice day, night, morning, whatever y'all see this, whatever time zone you may be in. Y'all have a nice one, okay?